Welcome everyone to the Pentakill League Season 4 Finals. We have the Seed 2 Voidwalkers going up against SIH, our current Season 2 champions, I guess. Not current, but also Seed 1. Both of these teams have had an absolutely dominant performance throughout
I do
our
not
playoffs
tolerate
this season.
cowardice.
I am the commissioner, Red Bull Depression Main, joined here today by Orange Crush, Noel Baby. Noel Baby, what are we seeing in this draft?
What's up? Great introduction, Cedric. I'm happy to be here for the finals, hype matchup. And for this draft, so we have the draft link behind the client so we can see the pick orders and the bands. High priority on Sir Blackfish's Garen there, first pick, with his Alawi Darius band. Mundo, comfort for D-Wits. Then they get Lulu right after that for SIH. Then it goes back to Zubaba's, Rakan, and then Roosters, Victor. So that's a lot of comfort there for those two. And then we do have a sub this game. The Voidwalkers are playing without their captain, 9 Rain, for game 1 at least.
Yeah, they got Evil Goose, aka Under My Wing, aka Squirtle, aka the Demacian Justice Charge support, who is also a primary jungler, looking to make a name for himself here in finals in the Pentakill League. So, hoping that he fills in real well. He did pick up Mordekaiser.
Yeah, he picked it up late in the draft, so you got to see what he was playing into for the most part. I kind of like the more jungle. It feels pretty strong, like, in general. And pretty decent into I like it kind of what they have. Like they have a bit of a wombo with the mid jungle, so maybe you can disconnect that and just beat down one of those mid jungle matchups.
Yeah. Yeah, the Voidwalkers have had a pretty strong topside presence for the entire season. There were a couple of games where they didn't go quite where they wanted it to. Obviously against the Noxus Warlords and against the Shadow Isles Horsemen during the regular season, didn't quite go in their favor. But they're here in finals, ready to bring in the substitute just for game 1. We should be seeing 9Rain join us for game 2 and potentially 3. We are hoping for 3 games tonight, as always. But Mordekaiser should definitely give Sir Blackfish enough pressure on Mundo and a pretty strong 2v2 for the top side of the map in the early game.
Other than that, so looking at it lane to lane, I guess in the second ban phase, they banned some AD carries and then they banned Evil Goose's Nunu because Darius is disabled for the, or not Darius, Udyr is disabled for the finals.
Yeah, Udyr
Because
and Syndra
screw
both
that.
disabled because of the small reworks. Despite Oriana's bugs that may or may not appear during the game,
Eventually.
we did review her and we said that she was going to be good. So looks like we'll see how that works out this game with developmental picking up that one.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what that bug even is. I know it's something about like, if she sends her ball flying and then ours, like it might zip back to her, or it might look like it zips back to her and it might not. I don't know, but I guess we'll see if that actually has an impact here or if it shows up at all.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what happens. But it looks like it's just the animation being a bug. So hopefully it doesn't have any actual gameplay issues. And we'll see Nuclear Roosters Victor against that. Both of these guys playing champions that they have been absolutely astounding on throughout the regular season and then previous seasons. Victor having, I think, 8 bans against Nuclear Rooster throughout the season, and then several more in playoffs, and then Oriana being banned away in, I think, 7 games against Developmental and being played in all of the rest. So should be a very interesting mid lane matchup between these two absolute titans of the mid lane.
I like how this is, Twitch chat said this is the pride of NA right here with our people like tampon supplier. The pride of NA right there.
Yeah, this we will actually be sending the winner of PKL Season 4 on to the world stage. They'll be competing at the MSI tournament next year. So whichever team wins here is going to Worlds.
Hell yeah, baby.
Uh,
Represent.
Import rules, we don't have any. We do have one German player right now active in the PKL. So if you have an import, you just let us know. We'll get them on the wait list, and we'll see what happens with the budget.
Yeah, we need some more imports in this league. That's what we really need.
Yeah, absolutely.
People
We
that speak less English.
100%, 100%. We do have a couple of French speakers, but we try to make sure that they stay away from the other players because, come on.
We try to keep them separate.
Yeah, we got a pile of Canadians, but the Canadians don't count as foreigners because NA is all one big region. So the Canadians all count towards
We're all
NA.
NAers,
Yeah, they're all good.
NAians. A pile of Canadians. I
We
like
got a
that.
we got a pile of Canadians. Like, there's nothing really we could do about it. We got he's Norse, Challenger, and EUNE. All right, you just let me know, and we'll talk about him. Uh, But yeah, so head to head, I think I'm pretty sure Voidwalker's top lane is going to be a little favored due to the attention they spend up there, and SIH bot lane is going to be a little favored. Gauntlet V2 and Caesar Amon having an absolutely astounding season. The only lane that I think they had um, in excess of difficult times with was the BCR bot lane, Moch and Tofujin, where they ended up falling in that game. But outside of that, they've had a really, really strong season. They've gone even or better with just about every other team. Classic, Nolbe wasn't here, so Gauntlet V2 is waiting for that matchup next season, I think.
Maybe. Maybe one day.
Yeah. But yeah, Tampon Supplier, previously Coochie, Nugget, and Zubaba are no slouches themselves. They're looking to carry their team as well. We've seen Tampon Supplier uh, going absolutely nuts in team fights. He is a KDA lover, so he is looking to keep himself alive and get as much kill participation as possible. And Zubaba, a known roamer, will be able to perhaps make a lot more happen in the mid and top lanes as well as the river. So keep an eye out for all of the Voidwalker shenanigans. And SIH, I think, just going to play a straight, shove lanes, get objectives, play clean.
Yeah, this is a pretty hype matchup because of how like the teams like match up where Voidwalkers has a really strong top side and SH has a strong bot side. Well plus like they're all solid all around as well.
Mhm.
And I think SIH are definitely the favorites here, at least in my opinion. Especially with Voidwalkers not having their captain in. I think they're the underdog this game and hopefully they can step it up.
Yeah, definitely all eyes on the substitute jungler here. Nine Rain having an insane voice on the team. He's been absolutely incredible all season. We are looking to see as much as possible coming out of Evil Goose here as we load onto the Rift. I'm getting him. I'm getting some branding calls. They say they don't like the names coming out. I'm depression main, so I really don't feel like I have a place like to question other people's usernames. You know?
All the sponsors are mad about the names.
Yeah, the sponsors are pretty upset about tampon supplier. I mean, we're like,
Where
like,
else are you gonna get them from?
yeah, we got to get them from somewhere. Like, whoever sells tampons, you let us know if you want to sponsor us. I'll get you on the list today for Voidwalkers.
This is OnlyFans Arena. We
OnlyFans Arena.
we
Okay.
love our sponsors.
We love our sponsors for sure. We do have Canada Dry sponsorship for our Baron Power Plays. And as for our Punchies drinking game, we are not responsible for any damage you do to yourself, others, and or your things. Please drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. And let's get started. as we see a nice little 5-stack coming out from both teams.
Yep, line of scrimmage here, whatever it's called, 5 point.
Now,
No funny business.
what do you think about this cull out of Gauntlet V2's Sivir here right off the bat?
It seems fine. I know they probably can push. Like, I think they're gonna have an advantage in bot lane through just like being a little better. So they probably could have pushed an advantage with like a Doran's, or they could make an advantage arc with this as well.
Yeah,
But either way, if it like you don't like get a crazy advantage or anything like through trades, then this is still fine. It's just scaling.
I'm going to start flaming right now. That's a terrible ward.
Oh my god, who did that?
That was Gauntlet V2. Awful ward. This guy. Mess with the honk, you get the bonk. Coming out of Evil Goose. E coming out of Gauntlet V2. Alright. Classic trash talk. You love to see it. These guys think that they're JoJo Pyun up on the world stage right now.
So the Voidwalkers have 3 ghosts. Mordekaiser no flash, Victor no TP, Jinx no heal. Sivir and Jinx both have ghost to run away from each other or at each other.
Honestly, I'm giving this game to Voidwalkers purely on the Ghost difference.
Wait,
Ghost is
and
my
they have no
favorite summoner spell.
TPs on Voidwalkers.
They don't need them. They're gonna run
Yeah,
there.
so
They're gonna run there real fucking fast with the Ghost.
usually what that means in the mid to late game, if they send like D-Wits pushing like bot wave for example while Baron's up, and they have D-Wits TP into a fight, they'll have numbers no matter what. Garen can't run there that fast.
Hmm.
But we'll see if they can execute that later on in the game. For now, both junglers pathing up, Visa doing his full bot side, Mord getting a head start towards top lane.
Yeah, I like this look from Invisa, knowing that Goose, Evil Goose here is going to be pathing up towards the top lane, trying to get perhaps an early 2v2 in, just to prevent Sir Blackfish from, scaling too quickly or getting out of control. Dewitt's Mafia is no slouch in the top lane, but in this matchup, I think Sir Blackfish on his most comfortable champion is going to be a big threat coming out of this laning phase.
Is phase just? Oh, here comes the top gank probably.
Yeah, here we go. Mordekaiser behind Dewitz, and he is getting cut down. That armor shred on Garen E does miss the big bonk from Mordekaiser there, but that's a flash out from the Mundo already.
Okay, got the flash out. Probably could have played a little more patient, but that's a net win. Now both junglers are looking for a scuttle, but they have mid prio from Horseman, so Invis will take that first scuttle.
Yeah,
And probably the
Mordekaiser's
second.
backing off. Real intelligent gameplay right there. No reason to let anybody get scaled up that quick. He knows that Victor will get there in time. And, oh, you know what? I love Victor. I think Victor is one of the best characters in the game.
Join the glorious evolution.
I
I love that
agree.
quote, man.
Oh, man, here comes
Repeat gang top.
Blackfish. He's
He
trying.
never left.
Oh, Dewitz is trying to get that kill, but I don't think he's got it. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be really close. First blood going
No
to Garen.
way.
Oh, man. That got really, 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 really close. As Sir Blackfish had about 9 health remaining. Dewitz just needed one more tick of that electricity there, but the auto attack securing it. And Punchy's in the bot lane as well.
Yeah, nice trades from bot. And Visa saw that Mordekaiser stayed top for that repeat gank, so now Visa taking his whole bot side instantly. Smart counter jungling there.
Yep, starting with the Raptors going to probably grab Krugs as well.
No, he did Krugs first, he just didn't clear it.
Oh, that sneaky bastard.
Yeah.
Gauntlet V2. Whoop, okay, a little bit of hitbox issue there, but Sivir's real small, got dainty feet.
Those traps always take a second to set, like it's almost misleading if you don't play it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, a nice little early lead for Voidwalkers, just like we expected them to grab in the top side. Pretty predictable style of gameplay. Repeat gank from Evil Goose, pretty much akin to how 9 Rain would have done things. I like
Yeah,
I like
just
that.
taking notes from the 9 Rain textbook right here.
Hey,
Gank top, step 1. Gank top again, step 2.
Zubava getting a little bit of punchies on Caesar Oman, taking a little bit of punchies from Gauntlet V2 in return. Evil Goose here in the bot lane. That is not correct. 9 Rain would never be here.
True, what's he doing?
This
This is his
guy.
place. Anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, that first blood where Garen spun around with the last auto and sliced Mundo.
Oh man, and absolutely. Like you at that point, you know you're gonna get run down. You might as well do the damage you can. Maybe you get the kill, maybe you don't. In this case, it worked out in Sir Blackfish's favor as the damage didn't tick down from Mundo's E there. But man, the pressure is on for these two top laners.
It's a nice trade from Sir Blackfish. Next trade. Is this Ignite back up? Almost. He might just be able to kill him.
Yeah,
And he got 6. Wait, dude, he was just like literally in lethal range, like right there,
yeah.
almost.
Dewitz is in a really bad spot. Directed camera could bring us back up there at any moment to show him being murderized.
Yeah, you never know.
But developmental starting to pull ahead in CS in mid, and bot lane's still going surprisingly even with all these punchies going around.
Yeah, so Ori has been constantly pushing through or pushing out mid. Mordekaiser was looking for a gank,
Oh,
but
nice and
she's
slow there.
hugging bot side. Oh, the gank still might
Oh,
be
here we go.
attempted.
Ghost popped
Ghost?
already. No pullback, no Q landing. Evil Goose gonna not land anything there as developmental. Oh, that was Goose's. Evil Goose's. Oh, goodbye, Dewitz.
Yeah, he's.
Yep.
Oh.
That's rough. Like, what do you do about that? The armor shred coming out from Garen's E after 5 ticks is just insane. That last auto attack chunked him for like almost true damage there, and then the ultimate just fucking he just deletes the rest of his health.
Okay, so TP back from Mundo. Garen's probably gonna be able to shove that wave comfortably and probably reset or just stay. I think he just wants to reset and keep getting a item lead to kill him again.
Yeah, just grabbing his cannon minion. He'll probably take off here. Nope, he gives him a little choppy. Yeah, oh, he might want this plate. That's probably why he's hanging out. Dewitz is just unwilling to give it to him. No, Dewitz says, nah, I know you got a back.
Yeah, because now at least Dewitz knows he has no ignite and ult to die right here again. Versus it's just a trade.
Yeah, Dewitz, an absolute mountain of a man right now. Just says, I'm still Mundo.
Other lanes have been pretty quiet. Mid lane trading waves. Bot lane for Horsemen have Prowl here and they're hovering on Dragon. They're probably going to start it
Yep, there they go.
and get it uncontested.
Nice prio out of bot lane.
Yeah, now Zubaba's even on the roam with Mordekaiser here. I don't know if they're going straight to Heralds or if they're going to hit top first, look mid first. Might just start the
Ings on the
Heralds.
Herald, yeah, it looks like they're gonna head into that. Garen on his way up there. It could be a 3v3 situation with Orianna Jarvan moving. J4 taking a pit stop through. I think he got revealed in mid lane there, but should be a pretty clean Rift Herald take.
Okay, traded the Dragon for Heralds.
Yeah. Tampon Supplier stuck under tower, but you know, with Sivir pushing, it's not too unexpected. Jinx has some decent wave clear. Not great, but not the worst either. I don't think there's any chance that they get a dive here. Nice little trade. Good punchies.
Okay, Tampon Supplier able to catch this solo XP. Not bad.
Yeah, Gauntlet V2, Caesar Ahmad do not have amazing dive without the Jarvan. Jarvan is in the top lane right now, looking for Sir Blackfish. We might see a little gank under the tower. He is a little wise to it. I think he saw Invisa on the tri-bush there. Now he certainly knows there's the flash phase rush getting him out of there. Gets locked down by the Jarvan ult.
Oh my gosh,
Mundo
Steven's
damage
flashed.
coming down. He's fucking coasting though. There's a flash out of Invisa. Now bot lane going off as well as Gauntlet V2 tries to poke him out but does not manage to get the kill. Sir Blackfish trying to keep himself
Oh my
alive.
gosh, they
Tower to
did
save him.
get him.
Evil Goose ghosting forward, looking for Invisa. He pulls him into the Shadow Realm, going to Brazil, and they are taking a lot of damage. Here comes the tick down damage. Invisa taking a beating. Shield not going to be enough to save him. Here he comes out with J4 stats as Mundo's in trouble now. Garen ult is available. He's trying to get close enough to execute Dewitz, but he doesn't want to get close enough to be killed. Evil Goose looking for a lot of damage here.
Wow.
He gets the suck, but not enough for the claw to pull him back.
That's insane that Sir Blackfish was able to evade that long enough, give both J4 Mundo flashes after him, and then gets all the way to his turret for Goose to come up here, get a kill back, and drop Herald too. That's an insane swing from laying like so close to killing Garen to an insane swing the opposite direction. Holy moly.
Yeah, absolutely nuts. They get 2 plates there. They're going to get the third and first tower at 10 minutes, 30 seconds. That is an immense amount of gold in the pocket of the top side here. Here comes
Now he's
three-man.
overstayed.
Oh, goodbye, Sir Blackfish. Just run a D-Wits, get your ult kill, and walk off. Nope, he's just going to get sucked in by the Orianna ult. There's the J4 knockup. He's trying to give that gold over to developmental, get his mid lane rolling.
Man, a little bit of an overstay from Sir Blackfish. So not bad for developmental to get on the board, get a little gold in his pocket.
Yeah,
He doesn't miss
2K
too
still, though,
much.
in
He
favor
TP's
of
back to mid lane.
Voidwalkers. Look at these gold
Zavavo
diff.
looking bot.
Oh, man. Little bit of
Where?
gold in favor of Sivir, little bit of gold in favor of developmental, but 2 big gold leads on jungle top lane and Voidwalkers here.
So before that whole thing, I swear Jinx almost killed Sivir bot lane, like in a trade. We call like the end of it.
Yeah, we
And
caught some
then,
of it. She was under tower, but manages to get away with the Lulu shield.
yeah. And then right there, Jinx shot her rocket at the base and trying to kill Mundo. As he recalled, that was a pretty funny attempt, but it didn't work.
I love how creative Jinx players can get with their murder sprees. Gauntlet V2 in a little bit of trouble here as Zubaba rushes
Just looking
forward.
for it.
Does manage to land the knockup, but it gets absorbed by the shield. And Tampon Supplier in a little bit of trouble here, trying to keep his support alive as we go in mid lane. Nuclear Rooster trying to run down Developmental and Invis here to try and keep him alive, but Victor is the first to fall as Evil Goose has pulled Invisa into Brazil.
Oh,
D-Wits Mafia is here, and that is going to be a 3-on-1 as he pops out of that. Invisa still alive. Damage ticking along from Orianna, and she gets sucked back in. Not enough damage to kill
almost.
her. And Garen just a little too slow on the rotation there.
Yeah, pretty crazy with D-Wits being there first, even though Nuclear Rooster just got blown up, chasing into the Fog of War, and Invisible was there at the right time.
Yeah, Sir Blackfish now looking to get a little bit of revenge, chopping down Mundo, cutting his armor. There's the shred, the break, the heal cut. Not enough damage to get his ult and kill him, though.
Yo, wow, there's no way he just one-shots Mundo with a combo like that. That'd be crazy. And he probably can, eventually.
Oh, yeah, for
He's
sure.
building that lead.
Yeah, he's got almost his full mythic. Mundo on boots and bombies. But that's going to be a huge threat. He did build a cull a little later than everybody else to start getting this gold lead even further ahead.
I like how, yeah, Sir Blackfish pushes his wave into the tier 2 and then moves through the jungle. Like, he could either take camps and counter jungle and Visa, or now he just, like, catches middle, his teammate pushes down. This is, like, good
Yeah,
map movement.
yeah,
They
he
get
just
this
got an
dragon.
extra plate there out of mid lane that would not have otherwise been captured. Looks like the Voidwalker's
Yeah,
grabbing second dragon here.
a common thing is top laners, like, if they're having a lead, like Sir Blackfish, they would just stay hitting that tier 2 with a Mundo right now that's doing nothing. But here he could have gotten top camps, gets mid play, and has complete, like, pressure with his team here. He resets, heading back topside. They get a dragon. The dragon's up 1-1. Game's pretty even.
Yeah, gold
Horsemen have
did
a gold
swing.
lead still.
Yeah, Horseman got the gold lead back actually, which is impressive. You know, now they're up about 700 gold with that shutdown and a couple of plates going down over in bot lane. Show you that gold difference. Yeah, bot lane has swung immensely in favor of Sivir here with the kill onto Zubaba, as well as a bunch of those plates in the shove there. CS leads starting to mount across the board.
Yeah, we didn't watch much of bot lane's laning phase, but seems like Sivir just pushed, and Jinx and Rakan didn't do much else. Just catch waves. Just lost a lot of turret plates in the process. D-Wit's taking his own team's red buff.
Hey, he needs it. It's his red buff now.
I completely disagree with that. The only way he would want that or use that if he just makes it so Garen doesn't get it. But
D-Wits get red buff. Mundo goes where he pleases.
that must have been what they called out. Like, hey, you can take it so Garen doesn't. But Garen is taking the second Herald by himself. While Invis is looking for a bot play, maybe? Nah.
He's just clearing out some vision, setting up for future dives here.
Yeah, they could have probably dove the Jinx, but they didn't probably have good enough vision to make that call safely. Like even now, Jinx is pretty vulnerable here, and I think he probably realizes that now.
Yeah, Tampon Supplier here getting poked out a little bit by Developmental. Invisa on the
I think he's
backside.
dead. Yeah, no flash.
Ghost
He's just
is
dead.
up. He's going. Here comes Oriana and J4 waiting for everybody to tank the tower. There he goes, immediately murdered. Invisa taking a couple of tower shots, but it's going to make it out nice and safely. Developmental taking a tower shot for some reason. And 3 top lane.
Demacia.
This tower
Okay,
is
so
not
it's
going to
cross
stand.
map. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice cross map. They see Invisa and Developmental make a bot play. They go 3 people top with the second Herald.
Yep. Tower is down. Expect Rome. Here they go, trying to get the second charge. Sivir and Lulu on their way through the jungle, but that is a big, nasty Garen.
They're so
If you can get
overstayed
onto
here
him.
now. So they got the crash. Now this is where you have to call to run because the bot lane is moving up and they have Orianna TP if they really want to. Like,
Here
yeah, they're
comes
so
Sivir ult.
outnumbered here.
4 against 3. Evil Goose getting knocked up. Does pull Invisa into the Shadow Realm. Zubaba on the run as Sir Blackfish is trying to create as much space as possible between him and everybody else. Evil Goose doing a lot of damage to Invisa, but comes out, grabs the Lulu ult on top of him. Blast plate to get out, and here comes Dewitz. Nothing comes of it. 0 for 0 in that
Okay,
fight.
I'm surprised they got out alive, which is good
Incoming,
for...
here we go. Ignite down onto Dewitz. Here comes the slash, and it looks like Roosty is going to be the one that picked that one up. 1 and 1 on the Victor.
Okay, Voidwalker's got that push, got out alive, and a kill.
Somebody's got to help
Meanwhile,
Tampon Supply.
yeah, your boy down here getting chunked.
I
See, he
like the
just needs to
respect. I
clear
like
the
the respect
wave.
Jinx is showing him.
Yeah, he should be able to have enough range to rocket the minions without being in like much threat. But yeah, he was just being very safe with that. Not bad.
Yeah, chat is telling us that they made the critical mistake of giving Nuclear Rooster a kill. It is over for Shadow Isles Horseman. Sir Blackfish,
Sir Blackfish is
2v1
still
under the
here?
tower. Oh man, he
That's...
does take it. He is going 3 against 1. Phase Rush not going to be enough to get him out of the Jarvan cocoon here. And here comes the exhaust knock up, and he's going to fall to Invisa.
I mean, I get it, but I don't know if that's worth... Maybe it is. Tower for life.
It is
I
an
don't
in-hip
know.
tower.
But it's
So
also like your life is like momentum. Like now you're not getting XP or gold, you're just dead.
True, Zubaba and Roosty taking a beating from Invisa coming over the Raptor wall, trying to kill Gauntlet V2. Dewitz teleported behind them. Expect the roam. There's the knockup. Roosty's going to fall here. Dewitz gets the kill. Not exactly who you want to see kill Victor, but nice little gold in his pocket there. And here comes Tier 1. Mid lane.
These like horsemen are just faster moving on the map now. They're like using more numbers.
Yeah, looks like Evil
Voidwalkers
Goose trying to
are...
make this an actual issue here. Tampon Supplier with him pulls.
Did that just spell... Dude.
You don't want to see
Okay.
that. That's a substitute difference right there.
Anyway, Dragon's coming up soon. 9 seconds. Is that timer usually in the top left? That's new, right?
That is a special one that I have modded in for my cast specifically.
Wow, that's so cool.
Dang.
Even though I think it's wrong, right? It says it's showing Mountain Drake. It's a hex tech.
It is a hex tech. It just it's that symbol all the time.
Anyway, there's a fight here. Horseman, I think, just can run him down.
Oh man, 5 on 2, 3 so far. There goes Zubaba. Blackfish is gonna be out real quick. Nuclear Rooster pokes in, keeps Sir Blackfish just barely alive. No TP's available, remember, so this dragon is going to go over to the Shadow Isles Horseman. I don't think there's anything the Voidwalkers can do about that now. Maybe a Jinx Rocket can do something, but he's got to time this perfectly. Dragon resets. That one's for you, Nine Rain. Everybody saw it.
The dragon reset?
Yeah, the new dragons reset almost every single time.
Damn. So Voidwalkers, it's still neck and neck, but they got like get on the same page like with their members and where they're going and where the enemies are, because like horsemen are just running around with numbers and just finding kills everywhere. Like there, Garen was there first, which is like good, but then his teammates weren't, so they just ran at him and killed him.
And
Well,
that
no,
might
Garen
be...
didn't die there, right? Someone else did. Rakan died.
Yeah, Rakan fell. Garen just barely survived, but that might be a shot calling difference. Without Nine Rain here, the Voidwalkers perhaps just don't have the strong enough voice to get them to where they need to be.
Honestly, probably like yeah. Now like see, Garen backs up smart because his teammates are not pressuring anything. Goose might even be overextended here.
Here comes
If he gets
Developmental from the mid lane. Invisa on the chase, but they're going to give that up. Developmental not quite quick enough without Ghost, and Evil Goose has it. So, gotta
so
love Ghost. Ghost difference.
Garen is not backing off, so okay, he's like kind of playing them like on the edge here, so wisely. But now I don't know, this just isn't gonna work out.
Zubaba a little bit overextended here, getting poked down by Invisa. Jumps to Roosie to get out of there to safety.
So Jinx can't really match Mundo, but since they have no TPs on Voidwalkers,
Oh,
nobody can.
Blackfish, you can't be there with Gauntlet V2. Sivir alting forward. Here comes Lulu, Invisa, and Sivir trying to poke down Garen. Very tanky. Just decides that that's a wasted ult, I guess. Here comes Evil Goose, sucks Lulu into the void. Here he
Hopefully he can
goes.
get this.
He is melting that Lulu super quick. Exhaust does come down. Lulu ult is gone. There goes the Lulu. Here
It's a
comes
nice pick.
Developmental Invisa on top of everyone, but Tampon Suppliers here. Invisa's
What?
going to fall. Jinx has the reset. She's going wild. Oriana not going to
Big
be enough to
shot
stop
there.
everybody. Dewitz is on the death's door. There he goes. Tampon Supplier still
Oh,
flashes
shit.
forward. He's going hyper mode. And they start the Baron. Developmental Gauntlet V2
This is
still
scary.
present as the fight continues. I think you peel off this Baron and fight these two members of Shadow Isles Horsemen. Just go take them on. You can beat these
Yeah.
guys. There's the silence. Garen just melts through Sivir, and Developmental on the run.
Huge, huge, huge. But it's still too risky. Yeah, they might
Yeah,
have to
you
peel
gotta
out.
stop. They do stop the Baron, but that is another big kill going over to the Voidwalkers. Now 8-9. Gold is pretty much all tied up, about 300 in favor of that one kill's worth of the Shadow Isles Horsemen.
Wow, so they find a catch on to Lulu just walking in range of Mordekaiser. And then Invisa was looking for the engage, but his teammates weren't really in position to do damage instantly. And Jinx came up from like a flank, like in front of the carries, and
Oh,
picks up
flash
the Invisa
forward,
kill from it.
Developmental a little bit too far forward, flashes out, does get hit by the Jinx Rocket. Zubaba trying to get the lockdown, but the Oriana ult pushes him back away. And there's the Shirelius to help get him out. Notably, also 2 shutdowns went over to the Voidwalkers there. Sivir had one that landed on Sir
Garen.
Blackfish,
Yeah, that
and
was
Invisa
insane.
had one that landed on the Jinx. Both of those big gold sinks that just sort of went onto the carries of the Voidwalkers.
So now, yeah, Voidwalkers kind of have no choice but to group here because they have no TPs. Oriana's TPing back to mid lane, and yeah, the rest of Horsemen are in the area, probably going to try to contest this. Zubaba is too low for a fight.
Yeah, here they come. Shadow Isles, Shirelia's in, and we got Sivir ult available. Nope, that was Sivir ult, not Shirelia's, and Evil Goose is getting beat down. He does get
What did he grab,
ult,
Invisa?
and
He's dead.
Lulu ult comes down. Sir Blackfish is in the middle of everybody, but he's doing so much damage to Dewitz and not the carries here. Zubaba
Yeah, everyone's
in
so
the
split
middle.
up. This is so weird.
Nuclear Rooster splitting the fight here.
You got
with Victor.
Oriana here with no flash.
Oh, Ori, you are in a bad spot. There she goes. Shutdown goes to Garen. Nuclear Rooster does get picked up in return. Caesar Oman, no health remaining, but I don't think there's any way where the Voidwalkers can re-engage this.
Wow, what a weird, like, everyone scrambled and,
It was almost
yeah,
like they
and
melted into the jungle, and both sides just sort of went in there to see who was in there.
yeah, you had Horseman's carriers running up towards the blue buff, while you had, like, I don't even know, like, the tanks ran away. And then, yeah, in the end, I think it was, like, evenish trades.
Yeah, 2-for-1 in favor of Shadow Isles there, but a big shutdown lands on Garen again. He just finished his 3rd item, and his lane mate is at 1.5. So that is going to be a big, scary Garen as this dragon is going to be started by the
Yeah,
Shadow Isles Horseman.
if Garen, like, gets into the back line, like, he's just gonna kill them all. But, like, last time he did have trouble, like, he was getting kited by the strict movement speed, I think, and then, his carriers got out of position while he's still dancing around.
Yeah, he did so much damage to Dewitz, and Dewitz is not who you want to see Garen fighting. And then he found the Oriana in the back line, you know, a little bit behind enemy lines.
Yeah, Oriana was in the back line, yeah.
And he did manage to pick up that kill with a nice clean ultimate there. Oriana ult trying to steal that blue buff away, but it does end up on the Mordekaiser, so.
Okay, Horseman gets a dragon first, pick that up, they're on soul point. Meanwhile, it looks like we're just gonna run it back at Baron, probably.
Yeah, two Hex Dragons for Sivir and Orianna are going to be big. Lulu too, honestly.
Okay. Voidwalkers get that mid. They should push mid. We get the mid push. Okay, the wave. Usually you shove the wave and then move. They ignore the wave.
Absolutely
This is
not.
fine.
Never shove
This is.
wave, only move.
It was funny that not one person of Voidwalkers like
Shot
had
at
that
the
it
wave.
had that instinct. Yeah, they all ignored the completely neutral wave. That was just funny. Yeah, they give vision down onto Baron. Now they can catch the wave back here. But now this gives Horseman a chance to re-clear vision. Garen defending his tier 1 top still. That will never fall on his watch.
Yep, Garen is looking to do as much damage to Dewitz as he can. Lots of damage coming down, but he is going to respect the fact that he cannot see any of the other horsemen and back up just a scooch.
Yep, just where you have both top laners like teammates, like hovering down in the river.
Yeah.
Ready for Jinx might be dead here.
Oh, goodbye, Jinx. Sivir does so much damage. Going to go over to the Orianna, who helps out. Ignite does land on Dewitz, but he flashes away from that. So no flash on the top laner there. And looks like Jinx coming up in 30 seconds.
He had false
Here we
confidence.
go.
Another engage.
Everything's popping off. Everybody's focusing down Zubaba because of his ultimate. Blackfish is on the back line of everybody. Lulu gets just a little bit of peel going. Rakan is the first to fall. Nuclear Rooster trying to peel Inviso off of himself. Is he going to be able to? He does. Chaos Storm going to pick him up. Sir Blackfish does get run down by the other 4 members of the Shadow Isles Horsemen. Captain on Captain Violence. Here comes Evil Goose trying to keep himself alive. Does manage to get the stun onto Dewitz, but he's going to fall as well. And that is going to be 4 for 1 if you count the Jinx.
Damn, close. Garen literally just got perma-kited. And yeah, Jinx just got false confidence that her teammates are like topside, so she walked into her jungle and just got one shot.
Jinx Rocket does land, but it is not going to have any effect here. And Shadow Isles Horsemen grab our first Baron. That is going to be a Red Bull power play. Thank you, Worlds. Thank you, Red Bull. They give us wings.
So now I think Horsemen are pretty much set up. It's their game to lose. Voidwalkers probably need to just keep grouping and find a nice engage. Rakan did have a nice engage. He had like a 3-man combo onto like both carries and Lulu.
Charm,
But there was just no follow-up there because Invis was jumping onto Victor. And then I think Mordekaiser as well was just getting bops in the front.
Yeah, I think if this Victor runs free, that fight looks real different just because of how impactful the Victor ultimate can be. But the fact that it all had to be used on Invisa just sort of made that fight super difficult.
If there's a Victor ult on top of that Rakan combo with like one Jinx auto rocket, like geez, they're just dead.
Yep.
Oh,
here we go. A nice little catch here as Lulu gets sucked into the Shadow Realm. He's going to tick, tick, tick away. It's transformed, but the metal circle is going to kill Invisa on the backline with Nuclear Rooster. Nuclear Rooster going low, dies immediately. Sivir does so much damage in a big circle. Tampon's a player on the run. Gauntlet V2 going to look to Q to kill. There's the speed up from Developmental. Does Tampon Supplier get away? Nice little fancy feat to dodge that last ability there. And Invisa's going to dive, kill anyway.
Man, forget the team. This is top gap right now.
Yep, top island as we have our top laners separating. Sir Blackfish ult available is going to look for something. Gauntlet V2 smashing through the tower with Baron minions. Does take an extra tower shot there. Probably didn't have to. That's his contribution to the world. And Developmental going to knock down bot inhib as well. Zubaba might make the sacrifice play here to try and pick up Gauntlet V2. Here comes Sir Blackfish in the backline. Ignite already down. There goes Gauntlet V2. Overstayed just a little bit. There's the Garen ult. Invis tick, tick, ticking down. Burns to death as that's 2 over to the Voidwalkers as Dragon spawns in 5 seconds.
Can they get there in time? Can anyone else go there? I think we need someone else to go, not just these
Caesar
two.
Oman, burn, 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 and there he goes. Spin to win, and there's the silence. No flash available. He's just going to get chopped in half. And that is the top gap. I think if you fight with Sir Blackfish, you just get murdered if you are SIH here.
I mean, this is kind of what they need. Like, find these nice shutdowns, and they deny this soul point potentially.
Sir
This is what I meant.
Blackfish
They
and Subaba looking for developmental here over the Dragon. Evil Goose trying to pick up Dewitt's Mafia's attention, and he does manage to land the Mordekaiser ult this time without it going into the little chem tank passive. But now 3-4 members. There goes Subaba. Goodbye.
They should just try to get this dragon to
Just,
get out.
just
Oh,
finish
they
the
took too
dragon.
long. They
Finish it.
took too
Nope, they
long.
got it. They got it. Objective bounty comes
But now
down,
they're all dead.
and he manages to get a little bit of speed off the phase rush. That makes you go real fucking fast. All right, you fucking run with that shit.
Yeah, Garen's moving. I mean, they deny a soul point, which is pretty critical if they want a chance still, which they kind of have a chance still. I think once Horsemen just regroup and siege with these super minions, it's probably over. But this is a start for the comeback.
Hey, if they can't close it out while the inhibs are down, all this money funneled into Jinx and Victor is going to be big, right? Like 90 gold per super minion, you get like 11 or something of them. That's big. That's a lot of money.
See, right now, Horsemen have 2 people alone, and you could send like all 4 down there like right now. Like
Yeah,
screw
absolutely.
Mordekaiser, just send everyone else. But they back up here, not gonna overextend with other teammates.
Jinx Rocket does land on developmental there in the middle of the jungle. Not sure why. Nice little warning shot from the Super Mega Death Rocket.
Yeah, he's been throwing those out. I always see him flying across the minimap.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta do it.
That's most his participation in the game, is just shooting ults.
Oh, here we
Mordekaiser
go. Dive coming down.
dead.
Invisa being pulled in. Captain on Captain violence as Evil Goose is substituting in for 9 Rain. And Subaba and crew are all over developmental. There he goes. My hero. As Evil Goose keeps himself alive against 4 members, but does end up falling out of the tower. 1 for 1 so far, the trade. And here comes the Voidwalkers to help defend their base, but they're going to lose this tower before they can get there. Too many super minions all over the place. Sir Blackfish needs something. He does have Flash Ignite, but no ult available. Gauntlet V2, so powerful. There's going golden. Here comes everything.
Yeah, they need to follow
else.
him up.
So much
Yeah,
damage.
yeah,
Sand Multiplier
yeah.
doing a great amount of damage there, but it is not enough. Here comes everything. There goes Gauntlet V2. There goes Victor. There goes Dewitz. He's going to get cut down here in just a second. Lulu going to keep him alive, but Sir Blackfish realizes that and just chops him in half. Dewitz going to pull out Subaba's death as Sir Blackfish stands alone against Invisa.
I think
Evil
if
Goose,
Visa
5
doesn't get
seconds.
this,
Sir Blackfish is a
Aw.
real scary threat right now. Garen passive taking his health up. Invisa trying to buy space for himself, trying to close out this game, but he is going to be unable to as here comes
the
this is
TP.
developmental. Developmental, can he close out this game? I don't think he can. I don't think he has a shot at this. Incoming, he gets pulled into Brazil. He's tapping on the Nexus.
Wait,
free
Mordekaiser
from-
ulted her, so
he's free from the Garen, but it's
Okay.
not enough. Oh man, Nexus is still alive with less than 1,500 health here as Nuclear Rooster's tanking the super minions to try and build more time up. Here's the scoreboard for everybody at home. This game is going absolutely wild.
this is a good game. It's just like Voidwalkers keep having good plays, like sometimes, but then like I don't even know, one play just goes the wrong way and they just lose all control.
Listen, they've got 3 inhibs down right now. I've never seen a team come back from this. However, if they do, this will be the strongest comeback we have seen in Pentakill history.
Yeah, probably if it's possible.
You know what? I take that back. The Piltover Firelights in Season 3 against the Ionian Blade Dancers during the normal season was probably slightly closer.
It's something similar like this, right? They
Yeah.
had like an inting, some got the top lane was exposed or something like
the
this.
Inting Scion where Nexus was down to like 2 auto attacks. Oh man. Shadow Isles Horseman picking up the Baron here. That is going to be the Canada Dry Baron power play.
Hey, probably just a matter of time. Horsemen just regroup. They probably just win.
Yep, they ping some Dragon 45 seconds on that still remaining. And
Let's see if Voidwalkers can find a clutch fight here because they found like
they got 2 inhibs
two-
back. That's big.
2 clutch like staying alive plays, but can they find a full 5v5 clutch play?
Blackfish is on the flank here. No. Oh, Gauntlet V2 is kind of low. What happened there?
He was like half health before he even got here, and then he hit a Jinx rocket.
Oh, okay. Sir Blackfish is looking for something.
Yeah, they should be able to guide him in here, even though he's low.
The Shadow Isles horsemen know that he's not on vision, so he's got to be somewhere. Caesar Oman going to be the one that steps too far forward. Sivir and Shirelia abilities coming out, and they're going to get Caesar Oman out to safety as the rest of the team tries to defend the base from the remaining Baron and super minions all over the place. Dragon is going to have to be forfeit as Dewitz runs for his life. Zubaba Blackfish on his tail. They're looking for this pick. They need something
Yeah,
as
that'd been so nice if they had that pick, but not enough.
man, Mundo's so fast with his ultimate going. Just not enough.
Hextech Soul.
Dragon goes over to SIH. Baron minions collapsing onto inhibs yet again.
So Oriana's pretty huge, level 18.
TP coming in from Mundo. Here we go. We're about to see something kick off as Mundo is here. That Hex Soul is going to do lots and lots of damage and has Slow's old Static Shiv effect active for all 5 members of the Shadow Isles Horsemen's attacks and abilities. So we are looking at what could be the last fight of the game.
Yeah, it doesn't even look losable. Wait, was that an Oriole to Swift? That was Oriole. Okay, that's big.
Yeah, Orialt is down. Siveralt comes down yet again to try and get away from this.
Oh, and
Mordekaiser.
Invisa's running for the
Grabs.
Nexus.
Invisa is running for the Nexus. Gauntlet V2 getting tick down there. He's still alive, just barely manages to beat out. Oh, good flash away from Nuclear Rooster. Invisa going to jump onto him though. Here comes Zubaba to keep him alive. Lots of damage come down to Invisa. Invisa does fall before Nuclear Rooster. Dewitz Mafia is here trying to get as much damage as he can, but Sir Blackfish is on the backline, and that is not what you want to see. He does not get Sivir. Oh my goodness, Sivir with the absolutely perfect shield. And that is the end of game 1.
Yep, strong performance from all of the horsemen. And Voidwalkers were in it, man. They were in it like the whole time. And I don't even remember which fight was the worst, but there's a few that just like play a little differently, goes their way.
Yeah, probably the second Baron fight was the worst for
I know
them.
there's so many little skirmishes around Barrow, I didn't even remember
Yeah,
which one.
yeah. But who do you want to call MVP here?
Hmm. Gauntlet performed, developmental performed. I don't know if one had more impact than the other. They both played pretty solid.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
want to give it to Gauntlet, but you know, the side lane control from developmental was significant. He did a lot of damage in a lot of those fights. He was the last surviving member that pushed people off of both Dragon and Baron a couple of times. I think I'm going to give it to developmental.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, an absolutely astounding performance from both teams here. I think we have a slight delay while we wait for 9 Rain to get loaded up, but we'll be back as soon as they get into the second game to talk about this one.
GG's.